This house is for sale in the Victoria Hills subdivision of Victoria Park. In 2020, had a house repainted. It was pressure washed, sealed, and then spray painted, and then finally back rolled in. In 2021, a new roof was put on, as well as gutters and venting. These shingles are about 20% denser or heavier than the standard shingles used in the community. This is a back window just to show you the detail here that a lot of the newer houses, they just detail the facade, the front of the house, but all four sides of this house have nice detail. Backyard looking from the rear. This is looking left, and this is looking right. Left side of the house, and the right side of the house. In the backyard had a screen and porch enclosure and tiles as well. This is one of the few homes in the community to have both a front and rear porch. As soon as you walk in, this is the front entrance here with a tray ceiling. And to the right there, you see that about 4 years ago, we changed the door and allowed more light to come in rather than the solid core. We put this in. Making your way to the kitchen. Just last year, backsplash was put in. Most of the house has this high quality industrial grade laminate flooring. It's micro beveled and its thickness is 12 mil. All the other rooms with laminate have 10 mil. Master bedroom. Bathroom. This is the water closet, and the trim is hand coped and stained. Guest bedroom. All rooms have ceiling fans. This fan's about 2 years old, and the one in the master bedroom is about 1 year old. This is the guest room. Use it as an office, TV room, but we also have a convertible couch for guests. Main bathroom. Now to the construction. I used to be a licensed building inspector, and this is quite intense here. All the rebar you can see, these are the front columns. From footing all the way to the top, it's a solid pour concrete. And once the sheetrock goes up, it's too late to do anything, make any enhancements. So I want to go through some things that make this probably a unique home within the entire Victoria Park subdivision. I've walked in many houses. As I said, as a former licensed inspector, I was always curious to see the building going on, and I had a lot of things done here that are unique to the neighborhood. So, for example, all the windowsills, each window has expandable foam insulation for some soundproofing and extra R value. In the living space, in the closet, you have an access panel to the roof. However, it's blown-in insulation they use. So if you open the panel, all this stuff falls on top of you. So before the blown-in insulation, this little turret was made. It's about 12, 15 inches high. And on the perimeter of it, this is from the roof looking down into the closet, 2 panels of styrofoam for R value, and then capped off with wood so that it doesn't get damaged. And then the door that covers it is about 12 inches thick and it's laden with R30 insulation. So this wall protects all the blown-in insulation from falling down on you, so you have easy access. for extra R value and to insect repellent. Sealed all seams up, flooring, double bolted. Anything where wood or metal met concrete, sealed it tight. This is the main doorway on top. You see the bead of white cork to the left, and then a 2-inch thick piece of styrofoam. And then you could see where any gaps were in the styrofoam, expandable foam. And all this was to keep it rigid and solid, airtight, and R value from potential blown-in installation being pushed away. As well, typically up in the trusses, what holds the trusses together are the tacking for the decking that you put the shingles on. Well, those are 6 to 8 penny nails. For extra rigidity, especially in Hurricane Florida, the underside here had 2x4s put in with 12 penny galvanized nails, and that runs from front to back on both sides. The corners had lag bolts added. Had angle irons added with lag bolts to keep them from flaring out over time. And I said they have blown insulation, so they put this baffle around, but the baffle was kind of, I don't know, flimsy. So I had everything liquid nails, any penetrations that were all sealed up. And though these were stapled in, had them reinforced with roof nails. This is the tray ceiling in the front of the house, and typically with blown-in insulation, that insulation on top of the tray ceiling over time will, from any hurricane-type winds getting in under the eaves, would blow it off. So R30 insulation was stacked on the sides and top of it and glued in, so it's not going anywhere. And then the blown-in insulation fills everything around it. They have these baffles and under the eaves below above it, but I put had someone put expandable foam on the gaps on the bottoms, because my first house, you get these hurricane winds blowing through the eaves and it'd be like snowdrifts. It would push the blown-in insulation away from these eaves. So I stopped that, and as well, once the sheetrock went up, a 2-foot piece of R30 pink insulation was stuffed under that and came out, like I said, 2 feet, and that was glued in. So that whole perimeter throughout the entire house has R30 pink insulation that's sealed in, so that's not going to blow away. Oh, and by the way, the liquid you can see, okay, that's where the pink insulation goes, and that liquid is Timbor that was sprayed on all the trusses, on all the baffle boards, and on the underside of the roof sheathing. The interior walls, all walls have pink insulation for soundproofing and nice quiet home and extra R value. The garage, where the living space meets the garage, they have pink insulation, and on top of that I had added styrofoam insulation for extra R value and quietness, as well as rubber hosing around all the PVC piping, again, R value and quietness. And where there are other penetrations, this is the access to the garage from the roof, ceiling to the roof. I had put in these Ticos or joist holders, extra support. And actually this here, you can see this is where it was original to the house, and it's kind of close to the eave, so you really can't stand up in there. It's pretty close. So a secondary access was put towards the center of the house. This way you can stand up there, and some shelves were built there as well, so you have some storage up in the attic.